وللرضوان. يا نور يا نور يا محكم يا تنزيل لمحمد عن جبريل من رب العرش دليل للعالم والإنسان. رحمن يا رحمن ساعدني يا رحمن اشرح صدري قرآن املأ قلبي قرآن واسق حياتي قرآن واسق حياتي قرآن. رحمن يا رحمن ساعدني يا رحمن اشرح صدري قرآن. تكبير تكبير للحافظ وهو صغير والضاء العين قريب يحمل فجرا لينير بتلاوته الأكوان. الله الله اللهم اجمعنا بكتابك وانفعنا واجعله لنا حسنا وهدى أبدا وأمان. رحمن يا رحمن ساعدني يا رحمن اشرح صدري قرآن املأ قلبي قرآن واسق حياتي قرآن.
baga nagaan dhuftanii baga wal argine alli ni bareeda osuma alli kun akkanatti sirin bareedu dhuftanii as teettanii waan rakkoo haasa keenya keessa jiru caqabnaa fi gurra walii kennine ta'aa jirra. Yeah. So when you say something and scholars, imams just walked in, it is a blessing, right? So that is a sign I'm saying here. So welcome Sheikh Munir. So when the afaan Oromootiin gabaabsee isin jechuu barbaade baga dhuftanii wanni amma haasaa jiru homa ji'a har'aallee haasofne waggaa har'aallee haasofne dhimma kan argee dalaguu eegallee waggaa lamaa jala deemaa jirra. Warra ambaasaadara jennuun ni qabna warra ammallee Sumaaleef Oromoo keessaa dubartii afur warra afaan Sumaaleef Ingiliffaa dubbatu afaan Oromoof Ingiliffaa dubbatu keessaa baafnee mazida tawhidii fi mazida tawfiqii faa waliin ta'uun community Oromoo waliin ta'uun nama saniin qopheessinee jirra. Ka gara Sumaaleetiin jirullee akkasuma qopheessinee jirra. Namoota saniiniif leenjii garaagaraa kenninaa fi maaliif nuti dhawaannee waan kana dalaguuf deemaa jirru gara lamaan tokko gara hawwataatiin akkama namoota qopheessine san nama 8 jechaadha hawaasa kanneen lamaan irra afur garri kun ammoo gara abbootii amantiitii fi gara miidiyaatiin yeroo baay'ee deebine haasaa jira. Karaa kana yoo deemne rakkoo uummata kana keessatti deemaa jiru rakkoo waa'ee sammuu rakkoo qabaatu rakkoo garaagaraa hawaasa keenya keessatti argaa jirru rakkoo namni sabstaansii garaagaraa yookaan ammoo waan garaagaraa hadoochaa garaagaraa fudhatee sammuun isaa rakkoo keessattuu ijoolleen dargaggeessi ollaa maratti ganda maratti naannoo maratti mana cufa keessa maratti rakkoo dhufaa jiru haala kanaan xiqqeessuu ni dandeenya. Haala kanaan akka aadaa keenyaatti akka afaan keenyaatti wal barsiisuu ni dandeenya. Waan jedhuun kanaan deemaa jirra warra afaan Oromootiin dubbataniif kan isin gabaabsa. Kan dubbadde kana inni afaan Sumaaleetiin jedha itti fufnaa galatooma.
Thank you. Get a man a good round of applause. Thank you so much. Give my voice a rest. Thank you. So af Soomaali waxaan doonayaa inaan ugu sheego nacam wiilkan awal la yidhaahdo walaalkeena oo midigteeda wuxuu la shaqeeyaa aniga iyo Fawziya iyo community oo dhanba wuxuu basically inoo sheegayaa isagoo noo soo wada gaabiyo nacam waxaan laba sanadood imanka wax u dhow aan bilaabnay iyo waxay ku saabsan tahay dhibaatada dadkeena waliba wadanka ku cusub ee halkan dee ama soo qaxay ama dhibaato keentay aan la kulmnay dhibaato laakiin dhibaatadii qof walba soo maraa gaalada naga soo horeysay 100 baa jira 400 sanadood baa naga soo horeeyay oo dhibaato walba soo arkeen oo nacam dadka la soo gumaysan jiray iyo dadkii ka soo horeeyayba laakiin innaka dhibaatadeena haysto innakay inagu cusub tahay innakay inagu culus tahay wuxuu leeyahay nacam sidaan isku caawin karnahayn imanka Washington County baa nala joogta 2 qof 3 qof astaghfirullah oo ina taageeraya oo doonaya inaan wixii annaka dhibaato inagu toos inay inala arkaan inala maqlaan inay inagu caawiyaan waxeebaad u baahantihiin sidee baad idinku isku caawin kartiin yaa doonaya inuu cagta qaado ama gacanta qaado oo arrintii ku bilaabo marka arrintaas aanu bilaabnay meeshay marayso iyo inay sii socon doonto ayuu imanka noo sharaxay. So I'll take 2 seconds to basically kind of summarize our success stories, almost accumulating to 2 years now. I gave a female version of a success story as well as a male success story. But in general, as a community, I'm almost certain, if not very, very confident that each and one of us have seen a success story, one or the another. So I would like to be able to give all the community members here an opportunity to share a particular incident or a story or a triumph over a particular issue, whether it's substance abuse or or mental health.
Right. So before I go for, I would like, sorry, maybe I was rushing a little bit, to recognize my staff here. Fawzia Abdullahi, she speaks Somali, English, so many languages. She's been around, and I think a lot of you, if not all of you, many of you knows her. To call Jakara, she's a community health coordinator from North Side. She helped us working with the African American community, especially from the North Side. We have Kimberly, over there. So she speaks Spanish. She mainly worked from Phillips neighborhood, White House. And she helped the program to work mainly with the Latinx community and also outreaching. We have Al-Azhar, who speak Arabic, Oromo, Amharic, and English. And he helps us, with Oromo and Ethiopian, people from Ethiopia. So those are the program staff, and also I would like to call ambassadors, because they are really very helpful, through this work of, what we are doing. Like Halimo Ante, I said, in my wording, she's one of the people who do so many things in the community, the activist, the fighter, the warrior. We see her, she just work with all of us, with so many providers. Some of the providers, even we don't work with each other, but she works with all of us. That's the beauty of Halimo. So I don't see Kamar, I see Mama Shukri. I think she's also another ambassador, Here, another, buddy, his name is Hamid Tura. He works as a media director with Tawfiq, and also he's ambassador. So when we call him, when we need him, he's just, with us. So I think that is how we just, fashioning ourselves and just working within the community in so many ways. So anyone I didn't mention? Yeah, there is African American ambassador. You see? So they are here and they are helping us, to work with the community. So we have 3 wonderful ambassadors here. And I think Muhammad Kayat, he's outside. So saying this, I would like to recognize Sheikh Munir, because, we are talking about the cultural specificity, cultural relevance. So it is our culture to recognize, the religious leaders. So he will say in Arabic, maybe in Oromo, whatsoever he wants. So we will translate to Oromo, to Somali and Oromo. So yeah, Sheikh Munir, ana dufu, nu'u walgahiya galle walakka jiru duftani, baga nagaan duftani. Amma waan nin rahaasaa jirru ma beeytanii fi uma agartanii, namni waan hadochuu gara garaa fudhatee sammuun isaa qabamee rakkoo gara garaa hawaasa keessaa hedduu argaa jirtanii. Gara shari'aatiin, gara amantii islaamaatiin maaltu jedhama, daqiiqaa 2 isinii kenna. Waan isinitti tole haasa'a, waan isin jettan sana immoo afaan Ingiliffaatiif Somaaliitiin hawaasaaf dabarsina.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الصلاة والسلام على المبعوث رحمة للعالمين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أبليانكيا علمنا ما رب سبحانه وتعالى هذا في أبات القراء أومي نمنكم كجرو كن شفتنو أبليان إلمان هذا في أبات القوتي إيقم ربين أومي دچی تنرت ارگم سیسے نمنی ادان گسا گسا تہے قبیلہ تہے افان اللي ربين افان هدو اومي افان سويت اومي ربين ومن آياته واختلاف ألسنتكم وألوانكم جد ملتو ربين هنجر جتشو اسم بيكو دنديتنين افان كيسن غرغرته هذا أباتو قراباتني كون أفان أورومو كون أفان سومالي كون أفان إنجليزي كون أفان عربي دبتشون كن ملتو جبين نكية قدين نكية اسم بيتني نيجد ربين كناف دوب علمي نما وان هندين إساهاد أباتو قراتاتيف وان علم نما كان الرقايو نما مرايا هتشسون برباچسان نمرا أكا علم نمات نما ربين أومي مرايو جالتشون أكا شريان إسلاما جتو تدرك مكين مرا جالتشو قمنا wanni nu jibbinu hujii isaati hujii isaa ka jibbinu san irraa yoo isa deebifne hujii isaa ka jibbinu san yoo irraa dhoorgine karama ta'e nu hujii san irraa yoo isa deebifne obboleessa keenna qulqulluu ta'a duuba jaalalti isaa suniin qulqulloyti yeroo cufaayyuu sammuu keenna keessatti kan qabannu ilma namaa jibbuu miti hujii isaa jibbuu malee ilmi namaa haadhaaf abbaa tokkorraa waan argameef wanni inni wal jibbuuf hin jirtu takkalleen rabbitu akkasiin nu uume bifti namaa garagara ta'uun afaan namaa loqonni garagara tahuun qubsumti namaa garagara tahuun kuni waan mallattoo rabbii mul'isu. Kanaaf duuba ilmi namaa yoo karaarraa goree shayxaan itti taphatee nafsiyyaan itti taphattee naman taanetti saahiba tahee namni hin taane sun karaarraa yoo isa dabarse nuti ammoo warri rabbiin fayyaa nuu kennee aqlii nuu kennee beekumsa nuu kenne obboleeyyan keenya karaarraa goran san karaarratti isaan deebisuun karama ta'eenuu yaallee isaan amansiisuun haqiiqatan barbaachisaadha. Nuti rabbiin keenya tokkuma dhugaalleen takkittima ilmi namaa haa itti fakkaattu malee namni lama yoo wal morme wanni waliin jechuun qabu dhugaa yookaan bira jirti yookaan si bira jirti jennee walii ibsuu qabna malee wanni wal diina wal godhannuuf hin jirtu. Kanaaf duuba kanarratti wal gargaaruun obboleeyyan keenya karaarraa shayxaanaa fi nafsiyyaa fi saahibni badaan karaarraa dabarse karaatti deebisuu yaalii godhuun homa amantiin islaamaa karaarra keetti. Rasuulli sallallahu alaihi wasallam ollaa yahudaatu ganda mana isaanii bira jira mana rasuula ollaa yahudaa nama yahudaatu bira jira namni sun amantii yahudaarra jira yeroo cufaa itti deebi'uu turan rasuulli sallallahu alaihi wasallam yeroo hedduu inni fayyaa dhabnaan dhaqanii gaafachuu turan dhaqanii sila waan ilma namaatiif barbaachisu godhuu turan rasuulli sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Shari'aan islaamaa sadarkaa sanitti ilma namaatiif bakka kenniti ilma namaa kanaaf bakka guddaa kenniti. Yoo namni tokko gara malee irratti du'u hin dhukkuban rasuulli hin rifatan namni kun akkamitti osoo hin dhaqqabee isaan qajeelchin osoo dhaqqabee karaa gaarii isaan mul'isin karaa sanii irratti dabaree jedhanii waan nama giddisiisu. Kanaaf duuba kanu jennu waan itti jirtan kun waan xiqqootti ilaalinaa itti fufaa jabaadhaa irratti wal gargaaraa nullee waan dandeenyuun isin wajjin dhaabannaa rabbiin isin haa gargaaru karaa gaarii rabbi isin haa oofuu isin jedha. Assalaamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakaatu.
Yeah, hedduu ulfaadha Sheikh Muniro, hedduu galatooma. So this is the art we are playing in front of you. So the Imam, the religious leader, he speaks in Oromo. Trying to speak in English, and Jamal he will take from me and he'll just explain whatever he said. We are not only connecting the people, we are connecting the language, right? We are connecting the culture. So that is the beauty of the work. So with that said, I'll quote him, Imam Munir or Sheikh Munir. He said a little bit about what Muslim is and how Islamically, from the Muslim perspective, we deal with this kind of issue of substance use disorder or mental health, or the co-occurrence. And Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, at one time, there is someone who is a Yehuda or I think a non-believer, was his neighbor. But he saw a lot of things or a lot of circumstances happening to that neighbor of Prophet. And he did not stigmatize him, he did not shame him, he did not rejected him. They had different religions, but he was going, visiting him and just encouraging him. So the reason why he quoted this is, because we don't have to stigmatize or shame ourselves. We have to just support each other. We have to help each other. We have to go and approach the person who is under circumstance of mental health or overdose. We have to talk to them and bring them to the community instead of just abandoning them. That's one thing he said. The other thing he talks just about the recovery piece. Recovery is something once you get by choice or default, once you get to this circumstance, it is not easy to get out of it. It is a process. Recovery is a process. So, and it is also it takes a while, and we have to give them a time, and we have to support them, especially around social services. He talked about so many social services. During those days, people support each other. Any material or tools or capacities they had, right? So today now we have to do the same thing, or maybe better than that, because we have so many access, we have so many means than those days. So that is the two aspect or those perspective he just spoke. I don't know if I just said equally what he said, but here we go.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So واحد دوني إن أنا نقول نوتر جبانو. I'll take the water. Thank you so much. You want water? Okay. waxaan doonayaa inaan inagu celiyo sheekhu wuxuu yidhi sheekh Munir awalna wuxuu ingiriisi inoogu turjubaanay nacam wax diinteenna ku saabsan rasuulullah alayhi wasallam prophet Muhammad wuxuu lahaa qof jaarkiisa ahaa oo neighborkiisa ahaa oo diintana nacam aanu ku jirin uu ahaa nacam qof iska diin kale leh laakiin qofkan dhibaato haysatay marka rasuulullah alayhi wasallam intuu nacam qofkii oran lahaa qofkan waxba uma baahni oo nacam diintiina kumaba jire maxaa isku dhibaatayn doonaa wuxuu yidhi ba qofkan siduu hayahayba bal at least aan waaniyo hadda dhegaysta rasuulullah alayhi wasallam nacam dhibaatada qof oonu muslim haysanin siduu uga taageerayey inankaan san isku baahanay isku taageerno waa isku midkii haddaad qofkii waxba u tari kari lahdeed waa loo waaniyaa imanka maamo ummi gabadhii yareeda idinka sheegay sheekadii way waanisay waxay ku tiri waan xasuustaa hooyo waxay tiri ma diyaar baa tahay inaad naftaada kor loogu dhiso mise silacan aad ku dhex jiri gabadhii yareed weli iyadoo cerka ku maqan oo balawadii haysato oo shaydaanka ku xoog weyn yahay waxay tiri iyadoo baroranaysa waxaan doonayaa ina naftayda lay dhiso marka qofkii haddaadan si kale ku taageeri karin waa ereyga yar eed ku taageeraysid waa hadal macaan oo maskaxda iyo miyirkooda u dejinaya anigaygan waan idiin sheegay sheekada imso goor dadkii ii naxariistay dadkaasun baan toos ugu tegi jiray dadka iyasaya si eega ama si isku qabta dhinac maskaxdaba ma soo galayaan iyagii baa gaaladii ka darnaa marka alaa kulli xaal waxaan ku soo gabagabayn naxariistu diinteenna ayaa inagu qasabtay haddaad muslim tahay oo shahaadada qaadatay nacam inaad dadka ama muslim ama muslimiin ahayn inaad u naxariisatid waa waajib waana xaq Thank you.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وبه نستعين على أمور الدنيا والدين السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته قيار آون والجين في نما كين كفيات أبي أكمت يا الله أكمت بدنا جتشا في والجين شفت كين وري أسي والجين كن ربين كين توكو أبان كين آدم نما تكرر أممني شفت كنا أبان كنا آدم كلكم من تراب وكلكم من آدم وآدم من تراب شفت كنا نبي آدم الرأي آدم بيه الرأي بينغا فربين آدم أمو بيه قراتي بيه ديمتو إرى ربين أمي سنما في ديم اللين قرات اللي تاني ملي أباتو كجيشنو كان أبجيش أمو النار والجين فيه وبليوان كنا ورفيان كامني كان مال قونا دعاء ربك الناف فيان توني أكيدو نمت نفتي توكو ربي غنمو فيا إساكينا فيا كل ربي إساكينا توكو أمو قويا مكيسا فيا أبا ربي نما مكرا ربي نما لالا فيا أبا واني هياني واني أرغني أولي يادي وفما إبي وفي يادي وبري يادي أكاسد إبيني تنفتي توكو أمو هريا هم أتغوري nama badaa waliin deemeen nama badaa waliin oolee waan ufii fayyaa dhabee waan adda addaa waan dalaguu fi dhibee gartee fayyaa dhaba achirraa argate jechuudha. Kanaaf jecha alaa kulli haali marattuu nama guyyaa keessa fayyaa dhabeellee rabbi kadhannaa fi qur'aana rabbiitu jira ka qaraanii itti tufantu jira rabbi kadhannaa obboleewwan rabbii namni rabbitti dhiyaatu namni ibaadaa qabu namni salaatu rabbi yoo walii kadhata namni caalimaa yoo walii kadhata namni sun hin fayya dhibee sanirraa kan lammataa kan nama eda'amee hammaatu sani nama sanirraa dhoorgan hiriyaa hamaa sanirraa dhoorgan haga danda'aniin hiriyaa hamaa sanirra yoo fageessan namni sun dhibee adda addaa san argatee karaa hin badu jechuu kanaafuu waliigalatti haala bareedaa wal garsiifnee haala mishaa wal garsiifnee yoo waliin deemne waan bareeda ergamaan rabbi sallallahu alaihi wasallam haalli isaanii nama maraafuu gaarii nama hamaa nama dubbatellee toltu itti deebisan hamtu ittiin deebisan akkuma shayni keenya reef jedhani wallaa yahudaa gartee ergamaan rabbii galan namichi kun balbala isaa afoo baanii deeme rasuuli sallallahu alaihi wasallam namichi yahudaa kana karaa irratti qola gartee muuzii kana fa'a jedhan akka ergamaa rabbii irra dhaabatanii wakaalafadhanii mucucaatan afa'aa ture gaaf kan kararraa dhabnaan gaafatanii mana dhaqanii maal taatee jedhanii gaafana hin dhibama namichi kun maal taatee jedhanii jennaan hinna dhukkuba maali na beeytanii akka namma kararraa dhabame jennaan lakki dalagaatee muuzii hoyi karaarra fa'aftee akka namni mucucaatu waan akkana dalagamatee irraa si dhabee jennaani si gaafii dhufe jedhaniin an ammoo hamtuu isinitti yaada isin ammoo dhuftanii na gaafattanii jedhee namni sun shahaadaa qabatee amantii fudhate waan akkanaa kana jira namni eega dhaaltuu rasuulaa taane nuti haala rasuulli dalagansan dalaguun nurra jira dhiira haa ta'u dubartii haa ta'u haala bareedaa ollaan toluu ollatti tola ooluu wal gargaaruu wal bira dhaabachuu nama hammaatee du'aayii godhuu kaan ammoo akka inni hiriyyaa hamaa waliin hin deemne harka wal qabuu kanatti yoo jabaanne dhukkubsataalleen hin jiru namni haala badaa dalagee hiriyyaa badaa waliin deemillee hin jiru akkasitti haa jabaannu jedhee anillee hagan si yaadachiisa baarakallahu fiikum jazaakumullahu khayran والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Abdul Fat Sheikh Abdullah. So, yeah, he said a lot of things, but I don't know if there is a gap of what he said, and for me to translate exactly what he said. That is maybe the problem of like being translating the language word on word. But all in all, he said, he again quoted what Prophet Muhammad. Peace be upon him, he did, during that time to his neighbor, to non-believer neighbor, and he really showed him, how the Prophet is caring, loving, and very different humankind, and because of the other neighbor, he was doing something ill and so many creating so many obstacles and doing so many things, against the Prophet because they were a neighbor. But he didn't. When he was sick, when the neighbor was sick, the Prophet. He didn't, thought about those things of what he was doing. He just, showed him he's a prophet, and he just did so many great things. Because of that, he asked the prophet, I was doing all this to you. Why, when I'm sick today or this time, you come and just do this to me? Because I have to. You did what you can, and I'm doing what I can. So then the non-believer, he became a convertee, and he became a Muslim, right? So I think the theme of this citation is we have to show our good side, and we have to be good for others. We are here as human beings. We came from one root, which is Prophet Adam, and we can be this color, we can be that color, we can be short, we can be tall, we can be this, we can be that. We can give any prescribed roles or whatsoever, as a human, but our root is one, and the problem we are talking today about the mental health substance use is one. So we have to fight this epidemic as one. We have to look for the resource and for the support and for the means as one. I think that is what said, and also he talked about when we do this work again. When we do this work, I think it is very helpful to work as a team, and also we get a lot of information as religious leaders. We see a lot of family or individual, under this circumstance, but our hand is short because we don't have a lot of, skills, or we don't have a lot of resource. But here to just say what we know and what we can, and how to support the community from the perspective of religion, or from the Muslim religion perspective, to share and to just guide the community to the right path, to the right way, from the recovery, from the problem. So just you guys do the same thing you are doing when you call us, when you just need us. We are here, with you. So that's what I said.
Thank you so much. So waxaan doonaynaa in siiro dhaqso badan inuu sheego sheekhii hore sheekha labaad wuxuu yidhi waa isku mid wuxuu ka hadlayaa rasuulullah alayhi wasallam nabi maxamed nacam siduu dadka naxariista u tusi jiray ama qofkii caaya ama qofkii balwad leh ama muslim ahaado ama muslim yoon ahaanin uu caawin jiray markuu qofkii xanuunsado uu u tegi jiray uu soo booqan jiray sheeko yar oo muhiim oo saas ku saabsan baa aniguna doonay idin sheego waxaa jiray sheekh masaajidka imaamka ahaa bari rasuulullah alayhi wasallam nabi maxamed hurdadiisii buu ugu yimid wuxuu yidhi jaarka ninka jaarkaaga ah waxaad u sheegtaa inaan jannada inaan jaar nahay sheekhi wuu yaabay ninkana masaajidka tegin aniguna imaam baan ahay sidee buu rasuulku intuu igu yimid hordadayda riyadayda inuu yidhahda ninkan nacam u tag jaar baan nahay jannadii wuu tegi waayey mar labaad buu kusoo noqday ku yidhi ninka jaarkaaga u sheeg inaan nahay jaar jannada wuu tegi waaye weli wuu yaaban yahay sheekhu kii saddexaad wuu kasoo noqday yidhi waxaad u sheegtaa jaarkaaga inuu jaarkayga yahay jannada marka ninka sheekhii wuu tegi wuu sheegay horiyadii buu yidhi 3 goob rasuulullah alayhi wasallam nabi maxamed igu soo noqday maxaad samaysay siduu buu ilaahay kuu doortay inaad rasuulullah alayhi wasallam nabi maxamed jaar noqotay marka sheekadii buu sheegay wuxuu yidhi nin anigu fiqriyaan ahay gabadh reer caana ka timid oo lacag badan ayaan guursaday markaan guursaday gabadhani dee waxaa laii sheegay inay xalaal ahayd xalaal ahaato waxay gurigii markay soo gashay oo nin iyo naag isla noqotay waxaan ogaaday inay uur leedahay wayna dhashay marka waxay tidhi ha ceebaynine beybigin intaa qaadid xashiishka kusoo tuur anaa wax kale kuu dhalaya yadiina wadnaheedii inuu gogo-ay wuu arkaa ninkii wuxuu yidhi anaa wax inoo helo oo inoo hagaajine adigu fajarka markaan masaajidka usii socdo beybigii iisii diyaari inta kale aniga igu daa wuu kaxeeyey beybigii masaajidkiibuu tegey wuxuu sugay ilaa intay qof walba gelayeen masaajidkii qofkii ugu dambeeyey buu ahaa qofkii ugu dambeeyey hadduu ahaa salaada isagana ugu dambeeyey beybigii albaabkuu dhigay dadkii markay salaatii kasoo warrabaxeen beybigii bay arkeenoo way isla hadleen waxaa lagu yidhi yaa doonaya dee ina beybigan inuu koriyo salaadii intuu ka soo baxay wuu yidhi suga sheekada inoo kaadiya xaaskayga way cusub tahay aniga baa isla cusub weli waxba ilaahay numu siinayne aniga gabadheeda ayaa korsan doonta beybigan maalintaa oo arrintaas sameeyey beybigii hooyadeed usoo celiyeyna qofnoo adduunka nool umuu sheegin saas daraaddeed buu ku noqday rasuulullah alayhi wasalam jaarkiisa marka naxariistu iyo qof ceebtooda sida loo qariyo nacam siduu ajarkaad ka helaysid jannada ta ugu sarraysa firdows ay tegaysaa marka waqtiga baa nagu yar marka
Well, thank you for that. And I understand a little bit of what the Somali East African community. I came over as a first generation immigrant. My parents came over first. I did not see my father for 5 years. We had a junta, which is essentially a war there as well. And so we came, and our first language was only Spanish, and we were trying to acclimate into the United States that works and deals with families very different than the Latino community. Here's what I would say about both of our communities. The strength of the community is really based in some ways similar to my community, which is in faith and the leadership that you have in families, especially the moms and the aunts, and also the constant cooperation and concern that you have for your youth. That is evident from here. It's evident every time there's a funding resource. It's evident because we will always get a lot of solicitations and proposals from the Somali community and East African community, because that is what they need, what you need for your community. So a couple of things on the funding. Right now, Hennepin County will be receiving about $70 million between now and between 2022 and 2040. This was a result of a settlement with the pharmaceutical companies. The city of Minneapolis is also receiving some money, and the state is receiving some money. So what you'll see is a lot of your organizations will be receiving money from Hennepin. They'll be receiving some money from the city and from the state for different reasons. One of the reasons is for treatment and recovery. One of the comments that I will make is that one of the things that we are seeing right now, it is not an issue of drugs being prescribed by doctors anymore, over prescription. That's a thing of the past. Right now, we're seeing two things. We're seeing individuals who are buying a pill, even though they're not fentanyl users, they're not what you would call drug addicted, but want a Percocet, or they want for mental health, or because they're anxious or depressed. And they will buy the pill, one pill, over social media, and it will be laced with fentanyl. And all you need is 1 grain of sand or less on a pill to overdose. This is not the youth that wants to use drugs every day or what you think of traditionally as somebody who's a drug user. These are our youth who are in school, doing well. Sometimes they are anxious, depressed, and they want something different. And the problem for all of us, the adults, who are not embedded in all their phone use and social media, is we miss that. So one of the things is education about what is happening in that regard. So what do you look for your sons and daughters when they're using drugs? I think they're fine. The other thing I would say is treatment and recovery, to your point, is absolutely right. Somebody could try treatment 7 times and not be successful, and we must be there all along the way. There may be a time of recovery. There may be a time when they're in recovery for 2 years, and then they are not in recovery anymore. And the role that we all have to play, and I love the word that you use, ambassadors, because I feel I'm an ambassador as well for this work. I'm an ambassador to all of you and to the work that we're doing. And so being really kind and compassionate, because this is an illness and it's a public health crisis. Mark, our commitment, Hennepin County has a commitment, and it's a commitment to all of you and the residents of Hennepin County. We are open to any discussions, any questions, any information that you need. We will explain our funding. We want to have an event. I want to follow up with this event with the exact same people here to have a different discussion and continued discussion, because I want to hear from the moms, the grandmothers, the aunts in particular about what they are seeing and how they are feeling about what is happening.
I think this is a great hand. So wax yaro af Soomaali baan inoogu sheegay si dhaqso badan waan ogahay qof walba salaad is here. So waxay tiri nacam aad iyo aad baad bahsantihiin inaad maanta idinka soo qayb galo oo idin sheego nacam Hennepin County ahaan magaalada Minneapolis iyo state kaba.
اشرح صدري قرآن تكبير تكبير للحافظ وهو صغير والضاء العين قريب يحمل فجرا لينير بتلاوته الأكوان. الله الله اللهم اجمعنا بكتابك وانفعنا واجعله لنا حسنا وهدى أبدا وأمان. رحمن يا رحمن ساعدني يا رحمن اشرح صدري قرآن املأ قلبي